after Jacob's death, when the days of mourning were over, Joseph went to the palace of Pharaoh and stood before him.
Your Majesty, Pharaoh, King of Egypt, if I have found grace in your eyes, open your ears now to your servant Joseph.
What is your desire, Joseph?
My father sent for me, saying, Lo, I am dying. Swear unto me that you will bury me in the burial place of my fathers in the land of Canaan. Now therefore, your Majesty, let me go up, I pray you, and bury my father.
Go, Joseph, and bury your father according as he made you swear.
So Joseph and his brothers and their servants went to Canaan to bury Jacob. Pharaoh sent along many of his servants to help. It was a very great company. At length they came to the land of Canaan.
Ator, see that field over there? The cave and the hill beyond?
I see it, my lord.
That is the field of Machpelah, which Abraham, my ancestor, brought for me from the Hittite.
Indeed, my lord.
This is the burial place of my ancestors. Give orders for the entire company to rest here, prepare for the burial of my father.
Thus Joseph buried his father, even as he had sworn to do, and having lovingly laid his father to rest, set out once more for the land of Egypt. After the burial of Jacob, fear once again filled the hearts of Joseph's brothers. Though Joseph had been kind to them, their own guilty conscience made them distrustful. So they took counsel together.
Now that father is dead, what if Joseph should desire to take revenge on us?
Yes, maybe it was only the fear of hurting father that kept him from punishing us for having thrown him into the pit and selling him to the slave dealer.
Oh, I never thought of that. He's lord and master here in Egypt.
Yeah.
He could have us all arrested and put in prison.
And maybe sell us into slavery.
Or even have us killed.
Let's send a messenger to Joseph and plead with him.
Yes, and tell him what father said to us just before he died. Agreed?
Yes.
How about this?
And thy brethren bade me say unto my lord, Thus your father commanded before he died, Forgive, I pray you, the trespass of your brothers, and their sin, for they did evil unto you. Forgive them for what they did, for they are the servants of the God of your fathers.
Go tell my brothers to come to me.
Yes, my lord.
And his brothers came and fell down in the dust before Joseph, fearing greatly, and not knowing what he intended to do.
Behold, Joseph, we are your servants.
Forgive us, Joseph. In the name of Jacob, our father, forgive us.
Arise, fear not, brothers. I am not God and cannot judge you. You did evil against me, but God brought me to this place and gave me the power to save millions from starvation. Be not afraid, therefore. I will nourish you and your little ones, and I will not hold your sin against you. So arise and come with me to the city, and let us be at peace one with another.
Truly, Joseph, you have forgiven us much.
May God bless you with a long and prosperous life.
In this way, after so many years, Joseph and his brothers were reconciled at last. And God did grant a long and prosperous life to Joseph. We see him many years later. The chair he sits on is a gift from Pharaoh, and scarcely less decorated with gold and precious stones than the throne of Pharaoh itself. Joseph is surrounded by his grandchildren.
Grandfather, tell us a story. Tell us about when you were a boy and were sold as a slave.
Oh, dear.
And how you were put in prison.
Oh.
How Pharaoh made you ruler over all Egypt.
And how your brothers came to buy corn.
Well, you want a rather long story, don't you? But I'll tell it to you again because I want you to see and remember always how God is leading us, even in all our troubles, so that his good purposes can be fulfilled. Now, once upon a time there lived a boy named